It's your favorite YouTuber, Ojog, back with your favorite series, Top 3 Martian Misfortunes. I, the one and only Ojog, am here to share the mishaps and unfortunate circumstances that happen here on Mars. Now, let's kick it off. Number 3. Some Martians that were playing outside accidentally threw their Zorvex into space. Hopefully it's okay. Number 2. A little Martian girl was crying, and she had a message to say to the restaurant Girl Gang Gourmet. Alright, let me show you guys.
I was just walking and I saw this little Martian girl. What's your message, little girl?
Please help! I'm so hungry. This is to the Girl Gang Gourmet. You raised the prices so high that no one can eat. Only the rich. Why aren't I allowed to have food? And now that you're here, all the other restaurants went out of business. Please, I'm only 365 years old. I'm still growing. Someone help. Do you have any spare food?
Wow, that really sucks LL anyways. Number 1, unfortunately I burned my breakfast and wasn't able to eat this morning. I'm so sad and hungry. Just like that girl from number 2, ha ha ha. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button, and as we say on Mars, Thur Kala Ventris, meaning safe and enjoy your day.
Karina, did you hear that?
Yeah, the guy's pretty hungry, and I mean, I am too, now that you mention it. You wanna go get something to eat, Millie? You hungry?
No, Karina. Martians are starving and out in the streets, and they're like dying out there because of our restaurant. Our prices have been kept on rising and rising, and they can't even afford our food anymore.
That is terrible. We need to tell Bella right now.
Two Martian years later.
Oh my goodness, Karina, look at how many people we have. Wait, why don't you look excited?
Well, we just got an email for a delivery.
Well, isn't that good? We're getting business.
Yeah, but I didn't expect this much. I thought they'd still choose the Girl Gang Gourmet, and I didn't build anything for deliveries. Can you take the deliveries?
No, I'm overseeing the servers. Why can't you?
Well, I have to oversee the machines.
What about programming Millie? Is she okay after the incident?
So I'll get Millie to take the boxes of food and deliver them to the houses?
Yeah, because none of us can take the orders, and this will help in the future when we get even busier. So we don't have to take them. How would you get that done, though?
Alright, well, I'm thinking I'll just modify Millie to be a cage bot so she can pick up colored boxes. Because last time, using the crane was a little bit too difficult, and I'm sure that these boxes of food are going to be a lot heavier than the french fries. So, I'll also still have to color the boxes, and I'll use color sensors so she knows what house it is for. So, each different box will trigger the address, and then she will go to that house and drop off the food. I might have to use the magnet to ensure that the box of food stays in the cage, but I'm not too sure I'll need it. But this is a lot of modifications to Millie, but I think she can take it.
All right, get to coding, and I'll get to take care of the restaurant.
Hey, Karina, what are you working on?
Oh, I just finished the simulator, so now I'm working on the code. Here, do you want to see it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so here we have the simulator set up. I have green paths, which are set up as the roads. I also have different houses, which will be representing the different deliveries that we have. I also have the boxes set up here, right next to the restaurant, which is shown right here. I also have the start of the Python code. I just have different functions set up just to get the feel for it, because I plan on doing this one mainly in Python because I have a bunch of different if statements, and I could not get the if statements to work in the block code. So I just have the setup for how to configure the different function modules that are already set in so that I can do the if statements that I need to get in order to do the deliveries. So how do you like it so far?
It's amazing. I love all the effort you put into the code, and I like how you put if statements in the Python, even though it's not included in the block code. You're doing a great job, Karina.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, Millie. You want to come up
in my project, I've been working on the intro before the pre-narration, so we'd have context within the video. But also, I've been adding multiple videos that we did earlier to compile all the videos together, and that's it. Do you like that, Millie? This is Karina, our CCW, and she's working on her code. So, Karina, how's your code doing so far?
Not well.
So, you want to explain?
So I tried to find a template for, because this is a very long code. I don't really know, like, I have a code, all right? I have a start, but I had it working at one point to where I was able to get Millie to grab the yellow box, but at this point, I can't get that to work anymore. So I kind of can't move on until I can get it to grab that box.
This is Karina, our CCW, and now she's explaining the code.
Yes, so I finally finished with Millie. So for starters, here I have the all the necessary imports and the libraries that I have. Here is a definition of the sensors and the motors. Our sensors and motors are a lot less than usual. I only have a color sensor and a magnet motor. Here I have a variable defined as for all the different types of blocks that I have, just as trace when they're picked up and when they're not. Here I have the function to activate the magnet. Here I have the function to deactivate the magnet. Here's to the reverse and reset to reactivate the magnet once the first block is dropped off. Here is the function for the very first block, which is the yellow block. This is basically its address. So when it senses the yellow block, it'll run this amount of code to go to his house. Here's the same for the red block. Here's for the blue block. And then here's the main function, which basically just says that if it senses the yellow block, it'll play the yellow function. If it senses the red block, it'll sense the red function, and the same for the blue. And then if it doesn't sense any other block, any block at all, it'll just keep searching. And then right here is just the main program as to where it's setting everything up and letting everything run.
Bye, Millie!
Bye, Millie, you got this!
I believe in you!
Wow, I really need it too.
This is our post narration, and me and Karina will be discussing what happened throughout the whole project. So, what difficulties will we face? Me personally, when I was working on editing the video, I had originally had a plan making it really complicated for me, and I was thinking that if I could edit or program a really small game and put it in there, it'd be more fun. But honestly, I think it'd be easier to simplify it. What was your issues?
So my issue was that I had actually multiple issues. For starters, the color sensors, I didn't even realize this, but the color sensors only work if you're super duper close to it. So I had issues with the robot sensing the colors. Also, I believe that was making the code too complicated, and the cage bot itself was so complicated, the arm wouldn't move down and the magnet wouldn't work through the arm, so the box wasn't staying put. My main issue, however, was that the lines were not being straight. Like, I wasn't getting to the position that I wanted it to be, because in the program itself it has physics and it made the robot slip and such, so it wasn't really reliable.
So our next question was, how exactly did you resolve them? So, as I stated earlier, while editing it, I decided I should just use an AI picture that would illustrate it more easier rather than use like a whole game for it. So I think it was good.
Yeah, so for me, as the code compliance wrangler, with these issues that I had, I completely scrapped the cage bot. I still had the cage bot. I just made it into a custom robot and I stripped it of the arm actuator and removed the cage itself. So now it's just the bot. And then I kept the color sensor. Um, and then I added a magnet to it instead. Um, so then um, it was just simpler, just so that it could go to the block, sense it, and then just have the magnet straight connect to it, and then bring it to the house that it had to be at.
Our last question was, what did you learn exactly from this project? So for me, what I learned is when things get too hard, it's okay to make things more simpler as long as you get to the main goal you're trying to get to.
Yeah, I kind of learned the same thing. You know, I'm always overthinking the code, always wanting to make it more complicated. However, in this set of program, it's better to go simpler, and simple executions can still have successful outcomes. Oh my goodness!
Oh
Did
my
you see
gosh.
that? It's a message.
There's so many messages.
Thank you so much for all this food!
I'm so grateful for the Aries table for giving us such great quality food and just as nutritious as something as simple as grapes.
Thank you to the Aries table for our delicious food. From the Royal Martian, happy holiday!
No, Karina.
Whoa, you can see it. Before you couldn't see me moving the thing up and down.
See what?
Oh, I thought you were telling me no.
Great.
Recording.
too.